What's going on YouTube? It's EDC Central Oregon, back again with another video. And today I'm going to be going over my everyday carry. This is my up-to-date everyday carry, what I've been rocking these past couple months, and what I'm going to be rocking throughout the fall and winter seasons. And of course, when the weather warms back up, the EDC is going to lighten up a little bit. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right in. So starting off, we're going to go ahead with the wallet. Just a plain leather Coach wallet, bifold, has a lot of different spots for cards, cash, anything like that. I love this wallet. The last wallet I was using was the same wallet, just a different colorway. If you go back and look at it, it has like a dinosaur on it, white leather, things like that. But I wanted to kind of chill down the color, just have a casual brown leather. Love this wallet so much. It holds so much and it stays so compact. If you've seen any of my everyday carries, you know I always keep a bandana on me. If you ever got to wipe off sweat on your face, wipe your baby's face full of snacks that they eat in, made a mess, wipe off your hands, tend to a wound, wrap a wound, all of those things. I keep this on me and I actually use this more often than not. Let's move on to the keys. This is a updated key system that I have. So I have the Apple AirTag, of course. I have the Orbit key, leather key organizer. Love this thing. I was hoping to get it the same brown as the wallet, but it is a little lighter than the wallet. I love these things and I've always wanted the leather one. So it costs a little bit extra than the plastic version. I think it's around $40 instead of $30 for the other one. And then of course my key. I have a key ring magnet so I can disconnect these. So I have one of these on my car keys and one of these on my wife's car keys. So depending on the car that we're taking, I can simply take this off, switch the key, and keep it moving. So this little gold bar right here is a Craig heel. I am taking suggestions on key loops, key carabiners for the hold the keys, because I love the aesthetics of this. When you put it on your belt loop and it hangs, it's a little classy looking. I can wear it with my dress clothes at work. I can wear it with anything really. But trying to take it off, it is a little bit hard because you have to push this and then there's no room to really get it off the belt loop. So I'm tending to kind of fumble a lot trying to get all my keys on and off using this, but I do like the aesthetics of it. I've tried like bending it out, but as it sits like this for a while, it just kind of bends it back. So drop some comments down below on your key loop or key carabiner, whatever you use, and that'll be very much appreciated. So for the flashlight, we have the Sofin. This one was sent out to me. I will have the video linked down below. I have a full video on this going over all of the specs and whatnot, but cool flashlight, does the job. I love the sleek design, gives me like some futuristic spaceship vibes. I do wish it had a clip on it, but I like the size of it. You can really get a purchase on it, rechargeable. I have this little lanyard on it just so when I put it in my pocket, I can take it out easier since it doesn't have that clip on my pocket. I like to have this kind of straight in my back pocket with the bandana so that it stays up. And then when I take it out, I just grab this and I can take it out. So I double click, you can lock it, double click turns on, and it remembers the mode that you last was on, which is definitely a plus when it comes to a flashlight for me. So I keep AirPods. These are the AirPod Pro 2s. This is in a Bellamy leather case. Of course, I wanted to match the wallet along with these, but this one is a little bit lighter like I mentioned, but I did want to kind of color coordinate those if I could, but no worries. I love having these whether I'm listening to music or not, because the noise cancellation, if I'm studying or if I'm just at work and I just kind of want to block out any sounds, I like to put these in. So I keep these every day, whether they're in my pocket, my jacket, or in my everyday carry backpack. Of course, I have a Zippo lighter with the butane insert. Definitely a must for me when it comes to needing it. I always mention needing a lighter, whether it's to start a fire for survival purposes, stay warm, you had a birthday and nobody has a lighter, so you are the hero and you can light the birthday candles, different things like that. I like to keep this, and that sound is legendary. I don't know what it is about that sound, but it goes crazy. All right, for the watch, this is the Timex Expedition with the leather bands, $40 off of Amazon. I will have it linked down below. This is the one I'm rocking if I'm not rocking the Apple Watch. I typically wear the Apple Watch more these days, but if I'm not rocking the Apple Watch, this is my go-to little field watch. Cheap, but does the job. It's been kicking for over a year, no issues. So definitely love those, but I can't get away from the smartwatch. This is the SE second or third gen, I believe, but I just got this little band, clear. I always wanted this. It reminds me of like those old time G-Shocks that we used to rock back in the day. I don't know if you did, but I know I always wanted one. I never had one, but I had to grab this band because it reminded me of it, so had to check it out. And then for the knife, I have the Civivi Mini Praxis. This is the 11th year anniversary. This has the SV30N blade steel. As you can see, it's a little dirty. I break down boxes and stuff with it. I don't really do too much other than that, opening mail, opening boxes, but I love this colorway. I was trying to kind of coordinate with the gray, keep it practical still, so I rock with it. I love the ergonomics of it, so comfortable, and you can even choke up a little bit more. Mini Praxis definitely the goat of the everyday carry because of how small it is, how slim it is, but you still get a good grip on it. So highly recommend it. I will have this link down below as well. And then for the pin, I switched up my pin. If you see my last video, I've been rocking this other pin from Cool Hands. It's a bolt action, and it's a gray colorway. It would have went very well with these two, but I ended up selling it, and I came back to the Zebra G750. This is with the metal casing, steel casing, and the gel insert. Really wasn't like a huge fan with gel, but as I've been using it lately and I'm journaling, jotting down notes and stuff like this, ideas, I've been really liking how this writes lately. So this is going to be my go-to for quite a while. Okay, moving on to the firearms. When we start to get into the cooler seasons and we start to layer up, I tend to move to the 45 caliber. So this one right here is the M&P 45 Shield Performance Center, Smith & Wesson. Clear, clear, safe direction. I have goon tape on it. It has the fiber optics sights, rear and front, with the ported barrel and ported slide, should I say. Very, very, very comfortable handgun. Super slim profile. Very easy to conceal. Even when you're wearing lighter clothing, even shorts, this is a really good gun, but I tend to rock with a smaller 9mm, the Ruger Max 9 in the summer. But as we start layering up, I get more of a full size. This is still compact, but it's bigger than the other one. Pause. I didn't do nothing, change out any parts. This is all stock. Again, I just added the goon tape. Love this gun, very accurate with it, reliable. I keep a spare mag with it, so if you see this one is a little bit more flush. I like this one because you can really get your pinky on it, but this one is more flush. Holds 6+1. Of course, we have the hollow points, 45 ACP. Lately, I've been rocking the 1911 a lot more. Really, I just kind of like clear, clear, safe direction. I don't know, really, I've been just liking the aesthetics of it for the most part. And we all know, 1911s are very reliable guns. This one is, of course, a full size. So it does take some getting used to when you are concealed carrying. I've tried appendix carrying, but that's just too uncomfortable for me. So I've been carrying at about between 4 and 5, and it's been very comfortable for me. Of course, I'm still, getting those reps in with trying to draw. Of course, drawing from appendix is way faster than trying to draw from the rear, but I like that it's more comfortable, and I do like to carry this because of the size. It is full, less recoil with the 45. I'm very accurate with it. It does hold a couple more rounds, so I can have 8 plus 1 up top. That's 9 versus 6 plus 1 up top. That's 7. So I can have 2 extra rounds when it comes to having it on my person. And then, of course, having a spare mag with 8. You can do the math on that, of how much I can carry between that and how much I can carry with this. But again, this is a Kimber custom lightweight, so it has the aluminum frame, so that way it's a little bit lighter. Everything came like this. Everything's all stock. I didn't change anything, but I changed out the grips. I did have a heavier spring at once, but I took that out because it was a little bit hard to kind of rack. I didn't want to have that issue. So I put the stock spring back in there, which is, I believe it's 15 or 16 pound. Don't quote me on that. I would have to double check. But the other thing I did would I replaced this rear, and it's a whole mag well connected. So if you can kind of see, it's supposed to make it easier to get the magazine in. It kind of just slides in type thing. Pause. But yeah, love this gun. It's a classic. I've been getting back into the 1911. Always been one of my favorite guns, if not my favorite gun. That's what I've been rocking the most lately. So this past month I've been having this. But these two around in the cold seasons when I'm layered up, jackets, coats, and all that, these are my go-to. But again, this is the one that I'm going to be rocking with. I am going to have a video on this one alone because I'm going to switch out the grips. I'm going to sand down the slide and chrome it out, so it's going to be two-tone, the black frame with the chrome slide. So I'm pretty excited to do that. Check those grips out. Those are fire. They're comfortable, of course. They're not too, practical. I shoot with this all the time. I train with this all the time, so I haven't slipped or anything. It hasn't really been hard to grip because you can really get a full grip around regardless. But the grips that I have is going to have some texture on it, so it will make it more practical because this is my everyday carry, and it hasn't been, so that's why I had it. It was kind of like my gun range show off gun type thing. But for the Smith & Wesson, I have a CYA holster, Kydex. Super comfortable, cheap holsters. Have this for years. It's been doing the job. No issues at all. Very good retention. Got that click going in and all of that, so I love that. This one is a super cheap holster. I am waiting for a different one. It's going to be a hybrid. It's going to be Kydex up top, and then on the back it's going to be leather. It's supposed to be a lot more comfortable, but I'm hoping it is. But this one, like I said, I haven't had any issues. I've been carrying this for some months now, and it's been comfortable enough with this gun being that big. But yeah, really I rock with it. So this is the everyday carry. Let me know down in the comments what you carry, any suggestions on the key organization, any suggestion on holster for the 1911, anything like that. Make sure you comment down below, like, share, and see you on the next one.